Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Moyo K, not the vibes. Anyway, I just want to show you guys how I got this beautiful knotless braids done DIY. So first off, I started with taking down my cornrows from the previous day because I had to retain moisture in my hair before I started this process. Now I'm just detangling my hair just to make it easier for me to go along. Anyway, length check. You guys, my middle hair is growing. Keep it a secret. See the amount of hair that cuts just so. So I'm using this down Empress collection. Human hair feels silky smooth. Loose braids, recurl treated, esoteria. Ooh, this is the first time I'm actually touching this thing. Feels so nice. Ah, fancy. So I don't really know how this is going to go. This is so we're working with basically. I don't know how to use this mirror thing. People do, but I'm gonna try. I'm still attempting to make a straight part from the back of my hair because I do not know how to hold or do anything with the back of my hair for any freaking reason. Anyway, I'm just laying the other ones aside that I just finished cutting out, so those ones won't disturb me my whole process of trying to make something work. After a long awaited hour, I just decided to deal with the one I cut. Now I'm just braiding and I'm applying a little bit of shine and jam. You guys, this is my first time using shine and jam. I'm so excited. Anyway, it wasn't, to be honest, I didn't really like it at first because I was better off gripping my hair naturally without shine and jam. So now I'm just braiding my actual hair before going in with the braids. Before filling it with the braids, so you just, when you fill it with the braids, you just take it once and then fill it again, then braid it once, fill it again, braid it once, fill it again, braid it once, just repetitively like that. And to be honest, my first braid wasn't really it wasn't all that, but then I just had to deal with it because obviously as you go on with time, the remaining ones will be better, and I'm not really good with the back of my hair and it won't really show. So to me, it actually did not matter. If this was the front of my hair I started with, I would have probably loosened it and started again, maybe. Okay, the first one isn't good, but we'll improve with time. Anyway, just make sure that as you go on, you also detangle. To be honest, it was hard for me to detangle at first because I used the comb instead of my fingers and I ended up destroying that piece, but I still carried on. Such is life. Okay, so here I'm just basically measuring up to where I want the braid to stop and where I want the knot to start, just so it can be equal. But even if at the end of the day it wasn't equal, you should get my gist. I'm now knotting where I want the braid to stop so it won't loosen and turn into a loose braid. We don't want that. So knot where you stop and let the coils flow from there. Okay, so you guys, I'm currently wet because I went under the rain just so I can put on the gem. I don't want to waste any time. It's already 5 o'clock. Okay, we're on the third line. This is the third line. Look. These are the first and second. This is the third line. So I don't know if I should blow dry it, but there's really no point because I feel like my hair is still okay. But let's just go and blow dry it small. Okay, as I was saying, look, 17:13. I'll blow dry my hair out small. So here is a bit up close and personal video just so you understand in depth. So I just cut my hair, I just parted it now, knowing that my edges, like the front of my hair, is a bit tender. I'm plaiting that one more than I'll plait the remaining before feeding it in because I want my hair to be most of it instead of the braids, so it won't be too heavy on that part. So now I just fed it in and then taking it once and then putting the other side of the braids in, plaiting it once again before putting in another braids, and then same process basically. Just make sure you do it with utmost care and personal. Just do your thing, okay? To be honest, I don't even think I'm good at explaining, but let me try again. So when you feed in, you plait 1, 2. You just plait 1, 2. Where is it 2? Oh, you'll be fast. Okay, you take in the other one, plait 1, 2. Put in another one, then plait 1, 2. Then feed it in, then plait 1, 2. Then taking another one, plait 1, 2. Basically, it's just a repetitive process. And after a while, I just fastened the piece of this video because I took like 6-7 minutes on each braid, and we don't want to waste our time. So I want to explain something with this portion of the braid. I'm not too good at feeding in when it comes to like braids and not actually the hair, if that makes sense. So I made a lot of mistake. Then I had to like loosen it and then feed in like Ghana weaving instead of feeding like knotless braids on the tip and not the end. I don't know if you understand, but that's what happened. I had to loosen that part and then feed it in normally like Ghana weaving so it can be easier for me. So after knotting, I'm just doing a little bit of progress check to check the length of the braids. You've noticed everything is not equal, but the front will actually still cover the back. This is 6 p.m. 19th of October. I started this hair around 2 p.m. 19th of October, and I ended it around 9 a.m. 20th of October. I only got 2 hours of sleep throughout this process. Anyway, now I'm just parting the 4th line. We thank God for progress. Parting the 4th line, trying to make sure everything's good, everything's nice. But bro, was it? We don't know. But the cocoa is that it's looking good. Okay, just correcting any mistakes. If I saw any mistake, it got to a point that I was just like, yeah, whether it's straight or not, let's continue. We can't achieve perfection. Yeah, I think it was this point. Finally, we have just 4 parts left until we finish this hair. So now I'm just defining the middle part because that is essential in knotless braids. Your part in front is very, very essential. So just defining that, portioning it, packing it aside, then defining the remaining 2 parts out of the 2, and just yeah, we know it's 3:43. It's okay. So yeah, this was my 2 hours of sleep I got, and then just add
continue. What am I even saying? Anyway, just watch. I'm just going to play music from here. Okay. You guys, I know I said I was going to play music from here, but we're in our last and final braids. Can somebody please shout hallelujah? Amen, man. We're finally done. Gee, like I can't even believe it. We're actually done. Anyway, just braiding and braiding and braiding. So when we get to the tip, I'm going to show you guys how I've been knotting my hair so far, and I hope you understand. So the way I knot it, I first take like a medium-sized portion out of the braids and then knot it around. Then I reduce that medium-sized portion to like half the size, knot it again. I reduce that half to a quarter, knot it again. It was just yeah, a cycle like that. So this is the explanation. I don't know if you understand, but just reduce that, knot it around again. So I'm knotting it around my fingers and then taking in through my fingers. Just try to understand. We're going to divide that braid into two and then take the first half and just try to run our fingers through and detangle it a bit. And when the whole detangling process is done, we're just going to take our scissors and trim off the excess braids, the ones that are not making our hair look equal and as if it was not done by a professional. We trim it off. I'll use my whole aggression in this video, so we just try to like run our fingers through, trim off, run our fingers through, trim off until you're satisfied. Then you go on to the second portion, and then once that process is done, pack our hair, trim our hair. Then I'll see you guys when I'm applying my other stuff. So this is for those of you that are curious as to how many packs of this darling collection you should use. To be honest, one pack would have been enough. If you notice, I'm actually packing back one pack into the nylon. That's because I bought 2 packs thinking I would need 2, not knowing that one would have been enough. If I started with the mindset that I was going to use only one, it would have been better for me. Okay, so if you notice, as I'm trimming, I'm actually losing some. I'm plating them again. That's because like some of them got somehow along the way, so I had to like loosen them, plate again, reknot some, do some. It was just here and there. I'm just putting a little bit of water into a bowl and adding my conditioner. This conditioner, I got it 2018. God knows if it's expired because I didn't even bother to check. It's a conditioner for coils. Then I'll just put it at the ends of my hair to make sure that everything just goes in smoothly, and then I'll just squeeze them back and forth just to activate the coils in it. Then take part of that half and just coil it by yourself. So in the process of activating the coils, whenever I see a knot, I also try to remove that because we don't want knots in our hair. Then just detangle as you go. So since we already have coils there, we're just going to turn it a little bit with our hand just to make that coil pop out more and to be as beautiful as possible.
So now I'm just going to put the remaining dress everywhere. The most are dry.
So I'm also trying to get the most on the end of the hair, but not on the coils, just so those ones too can relax a little bit down. Just try to get it everywhere, but try to avoid it on the coils, because the instruction on the manual says avoid anything like cream on the coils, so the coils will be able to stay. You guys, just please look at this. Look at this and tell me you don't want to stick to this channel. Look at this. Have sweet like milk. Time for some edges I don't have. The edges that have entered into these braids, but we're still trying to keep the front a bit neat because we don't want to be seeing knots on the front of our hair when our hair is this neat. So do your edges, please. Don't ask any questions, just do your edges, okay? So now we've come to the end of this video. If you guys love this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be dropping hair content and you want to stick to that, okay? You want to watch, you want to see how you want to style your hair, you want to see everything about your fussy hair, the hair growth process I'm on, every single thing. Now I'm just tying my hair, but regardless, make sure you subscribe. See you in my next video. If you haven't watched the remaining, go and watch. Thank you, love you, bye bye, kisses. Mwah.